Hi, friends. Happy Thursday. It is our last day of school for this week. Normally we have Friday tomorrow, but you guys don't see us on Fridays. So, happy Thursday. And I just want to say that I hope everyone has a great weekend this weekend and that it's nice and restful and that everybody enjoys their weekend. So, today, before we even get started, I need everyone to make sure they have two things: writing notebook and a writing utensil. Those two things. If you don't have them, go grab them. Pause now. Awesome job, friends. So now everybody should have their writing notebook and their writing utensil. And remember, you should be writing with a pencil, but most of the time Miss Great House writes with pen, so it is easier for you guys to see. So the last 3 days, we really worked on brainstorming some nonfiction ideas or some topics that we can write all about. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to brainstorm super quick, and we're going to plan an idea out for our all about books. Now, this doesn't have to be the one that you end up using for your all about book, but this is just for us to get practice. So we've read about fire trucks, about basketball, about sharks, and today we're going to read a nonfiction book about giving different foods a try. So giving new foods a try, right? And then we are going to brainstorm and plan a food that we know a lot about for an all about book. So our goal for today is that good writers plan out ideas for their writing, which there's a bit of a glare so you can't see the whole thing. And remember, we are planning these ideas to write an all about book, which is a form of informational writing. And when you write informational writing, you are telling your readers about a certain topic. So like our book on Monday, it told the readers, us, all about sharks. Our book on Tuesday told the readers, once again, us, all about basketball. And our book from yesterday told the readers, once again, that was us because we were reading it, all about fire trucks. So today our book is going to be telling us all about tasting new foods. So let's go ahead and head on over to our book and get started with reading. Okay, it says taste something new, giving different foods a try. So here is a heading which we've seen in our other books, a variety of foods. Look at all these fruits and vegetables. You probably know many of them, but how many have you tried? So here's a picture of a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables. We get nutrients from food. Nutrients keep our bodies healthy. And then we have a little caption here, and it says, healthy bodies have energy to play. It's important to eat a variety of foods. That way you get many different nutrients. And then we have a little caption here, it says, different foods give you different nutrients. Eating different foods can be a fun adventure. Let's explore some ways to try new foods. Then it says, checking out new foods can be a lot of fun. Fresh, frozen, or canned. That's our next heading. Stores sell food in many ways. How food is stored can make a difference in how it tastes. Stores sell fresh, frozen, and canned pineapple. Pineapple is a good source of vitamin C. Fresh food hasn't been cooked or frozen. It hasn't been stored in a can or a jar. Trying different fresh fruits and veggies helps you find the ones you like. Lots of people think fruits and veggies taste best fresh. Miss Greathouse agrees 100%. So I want you to take a second and think about, what is your favorite fruit and what is your favorite vegetable? So lately, guys, I have been enjoying cucumbers and carrots. So I think vegetables, those two are tied right now. Cucumbers and carrots with some ranch. Ranch is always good. And my favorite fruit is definitely strawberries. I might have the same favorite fruit or vegetable as some of you guys. Now let's look at our caption up here. Eating fresh fruit salad lets you try many fruits. That is very true. Some foods are stored in a freezer. Most grocery stores have a frozen food aisle. Try frozen peas or squash. Frozen berries are great for making smoothies. Frozen foods often must be thawed or heated before you can eat them. So, guys, frozen fruit is one of those frozen foods that you can eat frozen, so you don't have to heat it up or anything, and it'll still taste good. But frozen vegetables like frozen broccoli or frozen peas, definitely got to heat those up before you eat them. Some foods have been canned. These foods are in cans or jars. Canned beans are yummy in salsa, and applesauce from a jar makes a tasty snack. Guys, I remember last year a lot of my first grade friends loved applesauce because we would have applesauce for snacks sometimes in my class. So yes, applesauce is really good, and it comes from a jar normally. And you guys have probably seen canned, I wish Miss Greathouse had one with her, canned vegetables before. So like canned corn or green beans that you take out of the can and you heat up on the stove. Some of these green beans are fresh. Some are frozen. Some are canned. Can you see the difference? Well, Miss Greathouse is going to help you guys out. These green beans right here, these are fresh green beans. These ones are fresh green beans. These ones over here are frozen, and you can see a little bit of ice on some of them. And these are canned green beans. And canned green beans are already cooked. So these green beans have already been cooked. So it says try to eat a mix of fresh, frozen, and canned foods. See which ones you like. Because you might like fresh green beans, but you might not like canned green beans. So there's a big difference sometimes. Next section, our next heading is raw or cooked. How a food is prepared can make a difference in how it tastes. It can also change a food's texture. So guys, texture, let's go back and look at that word. This word texture right here, that's just how a food feels in your mouth. There are many different ways to cook food. Many foods can be baked or roasted in an oven. Maybe you'd like to try a baked potato. What about a roasted pear? Baked potatoes are a tasty way to get potassium and vitamin C. Some foods are cooked in a pan. Some are boiled in a pot of water. Have you tasted eggs from a frying pan or pasta that's been boiled on a stove? So here's pasta, and you normally cook pasta by boiling it in a pot of water. This pasta is almost ready to eat. Some foods can be eaten without cooking. Raw foods are uncooked. Would you like to try a raw carrot? And so a lot of you guys have probably tried raw carrots. And a lot of you have probably seen them in baby carrots. So baby carrots are raw carrots. Those are carrots that are not cooked. Raw celery is yummy with peanut butter and raisins. Raw veggies can be fun to try. So celery, again, it would just be a piece of celery off the stalk. Put some peanut butter in it and some raisins. Now guys, Miss Greathouse is going to be honest. Celery is probably my least favorite vegetable. I'm just not a big fan of it. And that's okay because I like a lot of other vegetables, and it's important that I tried it to know that I didn't like it. Raw vegetables are usually crunchier than cooked ones. Meat must be cooked before you eat it. Some foods should not be eaten raw. They can make you sick. That is very true. Starting a food adventure. Are you looking for more ways to try new foods? Exploring a grocery store can help you find new foods. Talk to your friends. Ask them about foods they like to eat. Your friends may like foods you haven't tried before. Farmers markets sell a variety of healthy foods. Visit a farmer's market. Here, farmers sell food they have grown. Try growing your own fruits or vegetables. Food you will grow yourself will be the freshest you can eat. If you don't have space outside for a garden, you can grow mini plants in small containers. And then our little caption right here says tomatoes grow well in containers. They are rich in vitamin E and C. Ask an adult if you can help make a meal for your family. You can choose the ingredients and learn how to prepare the food. It says making food from scratch can be fun. Try foods from different countries. You may have eaten chicken, but have you tried chicken or teriyaki chicken? What about chicken enchiladas or chicken parmesan? Many people like chicken enchiladas, so that's what these are. Food adventures aren't always perfect. Sometimes you'll try a food you don't like, but you don't have to give up on food forever. Try the food in different ways. Try it cooked, try it raw, try it fresh or from a can. You may find you like it. Trying different foods can help you find a new favorite. Okay, friends, and that is it from our book. So it talked about all the different ways that you can try new foods, the different ways that you could cook it, that you could eat food raw or cooked, and all of those other things. So it told us all about trying new foods. And friends, what we're going to do today is we're going to brainstorm one food that we know a lot about, and then we're going to plan out our writing for that. So we're going to head on over to Miss Greathouse's writing notebook and get started in that process. Okay, guys, so here we are at my writing notebook. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn to a clean page. Okay, here we go. And what I have to do first is think of a food that I know a lot about. And this could be your favorite food, or it could be a food that you just eat a lot. So let's see. Miss Greathouse knows a lot about pizza. I love pizza. I also know a lot about tacos. Tacos are good. And I also know a lot about hot dogs. A lot of people eat hot dogs. So I'm gonna choose hot dogs. So I want you to think of a food that you could write a lot about, that you know a lot about. Whether that's pizza, donuts, pancakes, waffles, apples, blueberries, broccoli. Maybe it's a hamburger from McDonald's. Maybe it's a taco from Taco Bell. I don't know. I want you to think of a food that you know a lot about. So go ahead and pause the video and then come on back when you're finished. You can pause now to think of your food that you know a lot about. Go ahead and pause. Okay, friends, so that means everybody has their food in their head. They know what food they're going to write about. So Miss Greathouse is going to write about hot dogs. So on my paper at the top up here, I'm just going to write hot dogs. Okay, because that's what I'm going to write about. So whatever you're going to write about, you're going to write at the top up here. And you are going to try your best to spell it. It's okay if you can't spell it correctly. Just try your best to sound it out. So I want you to go ahead and write that down. You can pause now. Okay, friends. So now we brainstormed our topic just like that. So sometimes you'll have to brainstorm topics really quickly. So you won't have time to do all of like the brainstorming 3 ideas and all of that we have been doing. Sometimes you just got to think of an idea super fast. So everybody has their topic. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get our planning page ready. And guys, normally we flip our planning page like this. But today we're going to try it vertical, so up and down. So we're still going to split it into 4 parts. So we're going to start with a line up here and draw it all the way down the middle. Once again, it's okay if your line is not straight. Miss Greathouse's is not straight. That's life. And then you're going to draw a line across the middle here. And so then we have our 4 sections. And remember, we're going to number them. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to write a 1 up here, a 2 over here, a 3 down here, and a 4 right here. So friends, go ahead and pause and finish getting your planning page ready, and then come on back when you're finished. You can go ahead and pause now. Okay, friends, so it looks like everyone has finished prepping their planning page. And guys, we have a visitor today, Mr. Henry. So as you can see, Henry's a bear, guys, and he doesn't know a lot about people food because he normally sticks to eating honey and berries and all that good stuff that bears eat. So I'm going to tell Henry all about hot dogs today because that is the food that I chose to write about. So I'm going to tell Henry everything I know about hot dogs. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to grab your favorite stuffed animal or your adult or a sibling who's home, and I want you to tell them all about the food that you decided to write about. So I want you to go ahead and do that, and then come on back when you're finished. You can go ahead and pause now. Okay, guys, I've spoken with Henry, and he is very well versed on the world of hot dogs now. He knows all about the different toppings and all the other things about hot dogs. So Henry is going to go back and do what stuffed animals do. He's going to hang out for the day, and he will come back for some more of our writing videos later. So I hope you guys all were able to tell whoever you were able to talk to about all about your topic. So we're going to head back over to Miss Greathouse's writing notebook and go ahead and get started on our planning. And here is Henry. Henry says goodbye, and he will see you all again soon. Okay, friends, so we are back at our planning page, and we're going to write one thing that we know about our food in each spot. So, in the first spot, one thing Miss Greathouse knows about hot dogs is that hot dogs are grilled. Sometimes. Most of the time. So, that's what I'm going to write. I'm going to write hot dogs are grilled. Okay? So, whatever fact you think of first, I want you to write that there. So, go ahead, pause now, and write your first fact. Go ahead and pause. Awesome. You have your first fact. We are 1/4 of the way done. So now we have to write another fact or something else that we know about our food. So what else does Miss Greathouse know about hot dogs? I know that hot dogs are sold at baseball games. So that's what I'm going to write. Hot dogs are sold at baseball games. Okay. Second fact. You're going to do this. You're going to write your second fact about your food. So go ahead and do that. Pause now. Awesome. So now, guys, we're halfway done. We have 2 more facts, right? What else does Miss Greyhouse know about hot dogs? Hot dogs have many different toppings. So, you know, like some people put ketchup, some people put mustard. There's a lot of different things that you can put on hot dogs. I'm going to write hot dogs have many different toppings. Period. So you're going to write your 3rd fact. So go ahead and do that. Pause now. Okay, guys, we just have 1 fact left to write about our foods. So Ms. Greyhouse has 1 more fact to write about hot dogs. I know. Hot dogs go in a bun. So that's what I'm going to write. Hot dogs go in a bun. Most of the time. Some people eat them without buns. That's okay. So hot dogs go in a bun. So I want you to think of your 4th fact and write it down. And then come on back. So go ahead and pause now. Awesome job, friends. Guess what? We are finished with our writing assignment for the day. So all you have to do is take a picture of this planning page and post it to Seesaw for this assignment. So you guys did an awesome job, and I will see you again on Monday for some more writing.